come outside. So, warm welcome to everyone, and a few instructions before we start. Any queries you have, you can put it in the chat box, which will be enabled post the recipe session. After each recipe, the recipe will also be shared in the chat box. So those of you who have missed writing it down can definitely refer it to from there. I'll be definitely taking up your questions post the session. So do post in whatever queries you have, and I'll be able to answer them once I'm done with the recipes. So let's begin. I have 4 salad dressings here, and let's begin with the first one. I think the most used, before I even begin about dressings and the recipes, salads can be either very boring or salads can be very interesting, right? And all depends on what ingredients you take and make the salad. For many people, a salad is just like cutting onion, tomato, or cucumber or something and putting it in your plate and eating it. And then you get so bored of eating it just like that that you end up giving it up, not adding salads. But salads are low calorie alternatives, and we add, not only do they help in weight loss, but they also have numerous benefits for us. So if used with the right ingredients, they can be some tasty alternatives which you can add into your diet, right? So what is the anatomy of a salad, right? In India, typically a salad means cut vegetables, which we take it as a salad. But typically a salad has 4 parts, okay? One is the base. Now the base is typically of leafy greens. So leafy greens can be different types of lettuce or spinach or coriander, mint, any of the leaves that we have, which forms the base of the salad. Second comes the body of the salad. So body can be any other vegetables or fruits or protein that we add to the salad. Then comes the dressing. So this dressing is where, we go unhealthy, because you buy the store-bought dressings which are filled either with lot of oil or lot of salt or lot of sugar, and definitely add on to those extra calories and extra fats, which we definitely don't need. And the 4th component of the salad is the garnish, which can again be spices, herbs, nuts, seeds, or anything that we sprinkle. So that is how a typical salad is. Now, salad can be made to your benefit by adding in the correct ingredients. That is what I said, right? So adding in good amount of leafy greens, vegetables, different colored ones as per the season. So you can add vegetables, fruits, whatever. You can up the salad with its nutrients by adding a good protein. Non-vegetarians can add hard-boiled eggs, can add boiled chicken, fish, they can add shrimps, all of this. And vegetarians can add boiled pulses like chana, rajma. You can add paneer, you can add tofu, you can add nuts, right? Or many times you can even add quinoa or dal or broken wheat to make it like a one-pot meal. Adding nuts and seeds can also add on to the nutritional value. Now, and then you can dress it up as per your liking. You can make an Asian dressing. You can add in mayonnaise. You can add in curd dressings, vinaigrettes, right? So there are different dressings which are available, and then you can add in spices. So that's how you can make a good salad. I think the most common dressing that one uses on a salad is mayonnaise. Right? Now, the common brands of mayonnaise which are available in the market, typical mayonnaise is made from egg yolk and a lot of oil is added, typically a vegetable oil, which is again not a very healthy oil. And also to make it tasty, there is some sugar added, salt added. So the mayonnaise that you get in the market is very high in calories as well as fat. So even if you add like 1 spoon of mayonnaise, it's going to add on hundreds of calories to your salad, and it's not going to help you in your goals. Then second alternative that you get in mayonnaise is the vegetarian mayonnaise. So people think, okay, it's a healthier mayonnaise. And there is one brand in the market which says olive oil mayonnaise. They market it like, okay, olive oil is very beneficial to you, so let's use olive oil mayonnaise. But again, the amount of oil which is added, even if it's olive oil, is just so much to make that mayonnaise, right? So even if it's olive oil, more olive oil is definitely not going to help you out, right? So net, any store-bought dressings in bottles, whether they say healthy or not, they are not good for you. So the best way is to make your own mayonnaise. And today I'm going to show you a vegetarian version without any oil added to it. Okay, so let's begin with our first salad dressing, which is a healthy vegan mayonnaise. So in fact, vegans can also use it. So my main ingredient for today is silken tofu. To those of you who don't know what silken tofu is a very softer tofu. This is more like, very soft, and it is very smooth. So I'll show you the packet also. This is the brand that I take. It is Morinu Silken Tofu. It is available on Big Basket, Amazon. It is US product. But if you don't get this, you also get, I think, some vegan tofu or something in India. So the word silken is important. Now I'm telling why you need silken tofu is it's very soft. So it will give you that texture of mayonnaise, that creamy texture that you're looking for. You will get it with silken tofu. Now, if you don't get silken tofu, you can use the regular tofu. It may be a little coarse, but that's okay. That is absolutely fine. And those of you who have, say, thyroid, or who don't like tofu, or don't feel this is expensive, or not available, you can use cashews instead. So soak 1 cup of cashews overnight, and you can use in place of silken tofu. Okay, so you'll get the same flavor. So let's take our tofu in a blender, in a mixer jar. It's 1 cup of silken tofu. The advantage of silken tofu is it doesn't have any taste. So it can blend with other flavors, and it can give you a very nice and creamy mayonnaise. Okay, so this is our first ingredient. Then I'm adding some mustard to it. The mustard I'm using is the Kasundi, which is a healthier one, but you can use the regular mustard, the yellow mustard, or Dijon mustard. So about 1/4 spoon of mustard. Then I'm adding 1 teaspoon, because tofu has no flavor and mayonnaise is a little sweeter. So I'm adding 1/2 spoon of sugar to this. The sugar I'm using is the raw one. So you can use honey or sugar, or you can use maple syrup. Now another ingredient, which is an ingredient that I promote a lot, especially if you're vegan or vegetarian, is nutritional yeast. Now, nutritional yeast is again very readily available online. The reason why it is called as nutritional yeast is it's got tremendous health properties, very high source of protein, very high source of B vitamins, especially B12. Most of you will have B12 deficiency if you're vegetarian, vegan. 1 tablespoon of nutritional yeast a day for 3 months is going to help you even get rid of the B12 deficiency. So the reason why we add it to vegan foods is not only because of its benefits, it gives a very umami, cheesy flavor, a lovely flavor, and is a great substitute of cheese or high fat things in any sauces. So I'm adding about 1/2 spoon of nutritional yeast to this. You can skip this, absolutely fine, but this definitely gives a very nice flavor if you use it. Adding 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, and adding 1 half a teaspoon, half a tablespoon of vinegar. I'm adding both because adding both I found is giving a better tasting mayonnaise than adding only lemon juice. So this is my personal preference. You can stick to only vinegar or only lemon juice, and salt to taste. Oops. So that's about it. I'll recap again the ingredients that I've added. I've taken 1 cup of silken tofu, half a spoon of nutritional yeast, half a spoon of sugar, salt, and 1 spoon of lemon juice, and 1 spoon of normal vinegar. Okay, and that's about it. I haven't added any oil to this mayonnaise so far. Let's blend this. Okay, you need to ensure that you blend it very well to give you that smooth consistency of the mayonnaise. And this is, if you can see, this is exactly, it looks, I'm not very sure if it's clear or not, but it looks exactly like the egg and oil mayonnaise, where typically if you had to make a regular mayonnaise, you had to add half a cup of olive oil with about 2 to 3 egg yolks to make this much. So imagine the amount of fat which would have gone in to make it. You have made it without any fat. So this is probably 1 spoon is going to give you only 8 calories. So a great substitute. This stays in the fridge for about 8 to 10 days. You can use this. And typical serving size of a dressing is usually 2 spoons, right? So this is our first salad dressing, which is vegan mayonnaise. And again, recap, those who don't want tofu can use cashews instead. So soaked cashews will give you a very similar texture. Only thing is you will have to add some water to this to get this consistency if you're using cashews. Okay, so our first dressing. Today I'll have a lot of dressings for me to eat for the coming week. So that's my first dressing, vegan, healthy vegan mayonnaise. Moving on to the second one. Second one is called as green goddess dressing, which is also very famous dressing which is used. Green goddess is typically made with mayonnaise. So here I am adding another substitute to mayonnaise in the dressings, which I commonly use. In fact, if you have attended my last session, this is one ingredient that I use quite a lot, which is Greek yogurt. So those of you who don't know what Greek yogurt is if you keep curd on the common dahi that we make it at home in a strainer overnight till the water drips off, and then churn it, just take it off through the sieve so that you get a very smooth Greek yogurt, which is thick, which is high in protein as compared to normal curd, and which can be used in place of mayonnaise in many recipes. So our second recipe uses Greek yogurt as its main ingredient. So just get in. So for this, I'm using a food processor because as the name suggests, green goddess, it has got a lot of herbs, and if you love to have that little herb bit seen, otherwise you can use it in a normal mixer grinder, that is also okay. Okay, so take a blender jar, and to this I am adding my herbs. Now this green goddess is a great recipe, especially for winters, when you have a lot of leafy greens available, and you don't, you know, a lot of people hate that dhania in there, yeah, mint, or a lot of leafy greens people hate. Kids also hate eating the leafy green vegetables. This is a great way to get these leafy greens in your kids and everyone's diet. So I'm using a lot of leafy greens in this recipe. I have 1 cup of coriander leaves, dried and washed and dried. Okay. To this, I'm adding another 1 cup of mixed leafy greens. What I have here is mint, basil, and dill leaves or suwa bhaji, which is also available in winters. So mix and match. You can use only coriander, you can use coriander mint, you can use coriander mint basil. But I love the flavor of dill. It gives a very nice flavor to the salads. So I love using a lot of dill in salads, specifically like warm salads, like using potatoes, sweet potatoes, pumpkin. If you add dill, it gives a very good flavor. Now, why we need to eat our leafy greens? They are, again, very low calorie, and because they are green in color, they are very high in antioxidants, and also vitamin K, vitamin C, vitamin A. So A, C, K, all of these are very high. All of these are needed in the winters to keep your immunity, to prevent you from colds, coughs, right? To give you more strength. So all of this, that is why in winters we have abundance of leafy greens. And this is a great way to add leafy greens to your diet. So I have used coriander, 1 cup. I have used 1 cup of leafy greens. I'm also adding about a tablespoon of spring onions. You can use regular onions instead. Okay. Then adding 1 clove of garlic. Those who hate raw garlic can skip this, but this gives a very nice tangy flavor to the recipe. And then I'm adding lemon juice. So about a tablespoon of lemon juice. Okay, and some salt to taste. And some pepper. Also, I don't know, but whenever I add lemon also, I love adding some lemon zest. It gives a very nice flavor to the salads. So gives a nice lemony flavor. So adding some lemon zest. You can again skip this, it's optional. But if you want some nice restaurant style salads, you want to impress the people at your home who love them, then try these small tricks like adding lemon zest, orange zest. These are small tricks which will up your salad more, will give a very nice flavor. Then I'm adding a tablespoon of olive oil. Now, many of you or many nutritionists typically tell that, you know, eat your salads by adding only lemon. Do not add oil to your salad. They want you to restrict your calories and all. But let me tell you, if you are eating any leaves, okay, whether it's lettuce or any leaves or in a salad, you need some good fats, because these fats will actually make the antioxidants which are available in the salad more available to you. In fact, studies are done where people who eat plain salad without dressing and people who add oil or some good healthy fats to your salad, they not only lose more weight, but they also have more nutrients available to them. So if you are someone who's adding only lemon to your salad just because you want to lose weight, stop doing that. Start adding some olive oil or any cold pressed oil. You can use any cold pressed sesame oil, groundnut oil, avocado oil, olive oil, any good oil which is going to give you those healthy fats, or you can add some nut butters or nuts and seeds instead, or some good fats which is going to help you get the most out of the salad. So again, we have added everything. Now I'll just pulse this a little bit. Okay. So my greens are mashed. Now I will add the Greek yogurt. If you do not have Greek yogurt, you can just churn curd, but don't put it in the mixer jar. You can pulse your greens and mix it with the curd and just whip it up, because if you put curd in the mixer jar, it will become liquidy. So you will have a very liquid salad dressing and you don't want that. Okay, so adding in 1 cup of Greek yogurt to this. Okay, and let's churn this a little bit again. And that's the reason why I'm adding it in a food processor, is because I don't want to blend it completely. Okay, and just a little bit more. Yes, and our second salad dressing is ready. This is the green goddess dressing. So I'll just put it back in this only. And this is beautiful. It looks beautiful. It smells amazing. And it tastes great. Even if you don't use it like a salad dressing, you can spread it on your roti, on your bread. You can use as a dip. You can dip some carrots, cucumbers. You can put it on your bread. You can put it on crackers as a dip. This also works great. Again, this dressing also stays in the fridge for about 5 days. And you can use it directly as well. If you don't like the green freckles like how I do, you can blend it completely. Then you will get like a pure proper puree out of it. But I love those green green freckles of the different herbs, which really give a very nice taste. So our second dressing is ready, which is our green goddess dressing. Again, a very little oil used here. That also, because I'm using a lot of leafy greens, so you need oils for more nutrients to be available to you. Okay, so that is our second dressing. Moving on to the third dressing, which is a very common dressing, which we, if you go to these salad bars, right? A very common red colored dressing that you see, which is called as Thousand Island dressing. Again, Thousand Island dressing is a favorite. You eat your McDonald's aloo tikki burger. In that also the dressing which is there, which is the Thousand Island sort of a dressing, right? So it's a tangy dressing. But the problem is that dressing is again made with a base of mayonnaise, and a lot of sugar is added, and along with a little bit of ketchup to give that tangy, sweet and sour flavor. So let's make this Thousand Island dressing at home with easily available ingredients, and which is definitely healthy. And trust me, this is one dressing which your kids are going to love, because it's got that tomato sweet and sour flavor. And typically I make this dressing, I add in cucumbers, colored peppers, carrots. I add in some boiled chickpeas, and I add in some peanuts and a lot of lettuce, and then pour the Thousand Island dressing. And that is one dressing that my family absolutely loves. So let's make this dressing of Thousand Island. For Thousand Island, the first dressing we took tofu as a base. Second, we took Greek yogurt as a base. Now this dressing we'll take paneer as a base. Okay, again a high protein one. Those of you who have lactose intolerance can replace paneer with tofu, and those who don't even eat tofu or paneer can replace it with boiled chickpeas. So I'm having half a cup of paneer here, normal paneer which we have crumbled. This is raw paneer, not cooked or anything. Okay, so about half a cup of paneer, and to this I'm adding a cupful of hung curd. Okay, again, I'm replacing mayonnaise with hung curd over here. The reason I add paneer is it gives a very nice thick dressing. If I'll churn only curd, it will give me a very watery dressing. And plus, I'm also increasing the protein quotient here by adding in the hung curd and paneer. Okay, so we have paneer, we have hung curd over here. My next ingredient is for that, because we associate Thousand Island with that tomato ketchup flavor, I'm just adding about a teaspoon of tomato ketchup. And to give a chili kick, I'm adding about a teaspoon of chili sauce. You can add chili powder instead. Okay. Then I'll add a little bit of mustard. So about half a spoon of mustard. Okay. Then salt. Some pepper. And yeah, that's about it. Okay. I'm adding a little bit of apple cider vinegar for that tangy kick. You can replace it with lemon. You can replace it with normal vinegar. So about a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. And that's about it. And we'll churn this as well. Okay, and our third dressing is also ready. So can you see how quickly these dressings can be made without much and with normal ingredients that we have at home? So we definitely don't need store-bought dressings, because the ingredients that you see in the store-bought dressings are like so many and so unhealthy. So this is, the color is a beautiful orange color. And again, the consistency is absolutely perfect, nice and thick, not runny or watery. So the paneer did the trick, and the taste is also fabulous. If you like it a little more sweet, you can add in a little bit of honey to this, but I think this is good enough. Okay, so even this will stay in the fridge for about 5 to 7 days, refrigerated. So either you use it right away, or you can store it for about a week in the refrigerator. So this is our second. Okay, before you serve, typically Thousand Island dressing has got some pickles in it. Now, instead of adding those pickles and all, what I'm adding is chopped capsicum, about 1 tablespoon, and chopped onion, 1 tablespoon. Okay, so let's mix this up. So if you want to keep this in the fridge, then you would avoid adding the onion and capsicum. You can add it before you are adding it to your salad. If you want to keep it longer, avoid the onions and the capsicums. You can add it only when you are making the salad dressing. So this is our third dressing, which is Thousand Island dressing, which is ready to be served. Coming to my fourth salad dressing, where I am using fruit as a base. First 3 ones was where I used either paneer or curd or tofu. You can also make what is commonly called as vinaigrette, right? So vinaigrettes, typically, what does a vinaigrette mean? Vinaigrette dressing means it has got some sort of vinegar or an acid component, which is mixed with oil, and both of them are mixed together till they form thick, and that is used in salad. So again, the store-bought vinaigrettes have a lot of olive oil to it, and it's made with normal white vinegar, which is not very beneficial to health. So there are many ways where we can make vinaigrette at home and with different flavors by using the help of citrus fruits, right? So you can make vinaigrette with any commonly available fruits, which are lemon, you can use orange, you can use strawberries, you can use mangoes. So you can make a fruit-based dressing and use it on your salad. So today I am making a vinaigrette with orange because oranges are in season. So I'm making an orange ginger vinaigrette, which is also very easy to make and very, very tasty. So I have a bowl here and I have with me half a cup of freshly squeezed orange juice. So I'm just adding orange juice, half a cup. Okay, and to this, it's an orange ginger dressing. So obviously I'm going to add some ginger. So this is grated ginger that I have. Now it's winters, and another ingredient that I love using is fresh turmeric. This also gives a very nice tang to the and immune component to our dressing. So I'm adding about a teaspoon of freshly grated turmeric. This is optional. You can use it or skip it. Then I'm adding some honey to this because orange ginger tastes great with some sweet components. So I'm adding some raw honey to this, about a spoonful of raw honey. Raw honey is also excellent for immunity. Is very good for immune system. Instead of using any sugar, you would prefer to use unprocessed raw honey. It is going to give your immune system is going to love it. And it is also a great antiseptic, good for colds, good for cough. So turmeric, ginger, honey, this is actually a great addition to your diet, specifically in the winters. Now, since this is a vinaigrette, it has got oil and acid components. So I'll be adding some olive oil to this. So about a tablespoon or more of olive oil. So the oil and the acid combine together and emulsify and form thick liquid. Okay, so and add some salt and some pepper. So a very easy dressing, which doesn't need a blender or anything. You can replace orange juice with pureed strawberries. You can add some pureed mango. You can add some lemon instead, which is very basic vinaigrette. So depending on what you love, which fruit you like, you can add it and you can make it. So mix it till it becomes thick and emulsified. And then you can use this tangy dressing on specifically leafy greens. One of my favorite way to eat this dressing is even on boiled hot or roasted beetroot with some walnuts, with some lettuce. And then you add this tangy orange dressing along with segments of orange. It's a great, great dressing to be had in the winters. Since till I'm stirring this, a quick tip, excuse me, whenever you buy oil, olive oil for your salads, remember to use extra virgin olive oil, specifically in salads, because extra virgin olive oil, or you can use avocado oil, you can use sesame oil, which is all cold pressed. Cold pressed means there is no heat which is given to remove the oils. So all the properties of the oils are intact. So you can get the best nutrients and best properties of these oils when they are had in their raw form without heating. And a great way to add them is in salad dressings. So opt for EVO, and remember, when you buy EVO, it should be in dark bottles, glass bottles. Don't go for the cheaper versions. Look at the expiry date, because the if it is expired, they sell it very cheap. typically EVO is much more expensive. So you would want to spend that extra money to get the best benefits out of olive oil. So extra virgin olive oil is to be used only in salads or on top of foods and should not be heated, because if many people think that olive oil is great for health and they replace their normal oils with olive oil and cook Indian food where they boil it and use it, it's of no use for you. So use these for salads and specifically to make salad dressings. So our fourth dressing is also ready. It's emulsified. Now oil is mixed with the liquid and this is ready to be used on salads. Another tip when you're using dressings on salads, specifically lettuce, is the lettuce has to be fresh or your leaves have to be fresh. You wash them, you dry them completely and then use it, because if it's got water on it, the water, because there is water on it and you pour the dressing will all go away and remain at the bottom of the bowl and you won't like the taste of your salads. So whenever you're using leafy greens for your salads, remember to wash them before and dry them completely and then use them on in your salads. So all our 4 salad dressings are done for today. Another few options that you can use is nut butters. So you can use the base as a nut butter. You can use peanut butter, almond butter. So you can use tahini or sesame seed paste. Along with that, you can add in your herbs, your spices, lemon, and then you can make dressing. So again, peanut butter or tahini with orange juice, with garlic or ginger is also a great salad dressing. So there are multiple ways that you can mix and match your dressings, and you can create your own dressings at home. And please, please, please don't get fooled by the labels. A lot of labels will tell you 90% low fat or fat free. If you look at those salad dressings, they don't add the fat, but they replace it with sugar to make it tasty. And if you see salt free, they'll typically add more oil or sugar to make it tasty, right? And if you take anything which says sugar free, like 90% sugar free or no sugar, they will add a lot of oil to it so that it is tasty, because salt, oil, and sugar carry flavor. They are addictive. They want you to eat more and more, and that is why they use those gimmicks to fool you. And in return, you're just abusing your body with artificial things, artificial flavors, which can lead to a lot of health implications to you later on in life. So many people think they are eating salads. See, I'm eating a lot of salads, and then you pour tons of those dressings you've got from outside. Trust me, you're not getting any benefit out of the salad, right? It's better that you don't eat salad, you eat something else which is going to give you more benefit, which is homemade. But if you're someone like me who loves salads, then please, you can definitely try these dressings at home and you will enjoy it as a hearty meal, and you will love and get the benefits of the salads in return. So with this, I've finished my recipes and we can open up the chat so I can take up questions. Please limit your questions to salads or salad dressings. It would be great. Would love to pick up those and help the users with those recipes, those answers. I'll just take a seat here. Okay. All right. Let me pick up the questions. Okay. How to make Greek yogurt and hung curd at home? Just take normal ghar ka dahi or the curd that you make it at home, put it on a sieve or a strainer overnight in the fridge, let the liquid drain out of it, and once it's drained out, whatever is left, the thick one is hung curd. If you whip it up, it becomes Greek yogurt. Please share the dressings again. I guess the moderator can share the third dressing again. Thank you for the session. Thank you. What is the difference between hung curd and Greek yogurt? Basically, in India, we are making the curd from cow's milk. So there is no difference between hung curd and Greek yogurt. Traditionally, Greek yogurt is made from sheep's milk. So that is why it is lighter on the stomach, and it is definitely more beneficial. Having said that, even normal hung curd or the Greek yogurt we make from the hung curd is also pretty okay and is going to help you with a lot of benefits, specifically protein and probiotics. Uh, Can we use this dressing on daily basis? Yes, definitely you can. All 4 dressings that I showed can be used regularly. You can make a box of one of it and use it. Typical serving for one person is 2 tablespoons of dressing for one person. So you can stick to that limit and you can eat it every day. Can we use dry basil leaves instead of fresh? Yes. The herbs are optional. You can use dry herbs, fresh herbs, whichever are available. But if you're making green goddess, the base is green. So definitely you would want to use some fresh herbs. Some salad options. Well, a couple of salads. So like I said before, you can build your own salad, right? So how you can build your own salad is take a base of some leaves. It can be lettuce, it can be green lettuce, red lettuce. Iceberg or the gobi ke jaisa lettuce hai na, that doesn't have much nutritional component. It is rich in fiber, but majorly it is water. So that is something that you would not choose. Iceberg lettuce. Try choosing leaf lettuce, romaine lettuce, red lettuce, green lettuce, rocket leaves. These are the base. You can form a base of this, and any seasonal vegetables you can add to it. So you can add cucumber, colored peppers, you can add carrots, you can add beetroots. So these are the vegetables typically that you would add, and then top it up with some protein. So the best proteins that I typically use is paneer cubes or tofu cubes, or boiled chana, boiled rajma, some boiled peanuts, boiled corn. So these are options, or you can add some nuts to it, seeds to it, and then you can add any of the dressings. And if you're too lazy to make a dressing, then quickly just take 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, salt and pepper, mix it up, and you can pour it in your dressing. Or you can just use plain curd, and you can add in some salt and pepper and some dried herbs and seasoning to it, and mix it up and make your own quick salad. How many days can we store the vinaigrette? Vinaigrette for up to 2 to 3 days because of the orange juice. If it's lemon one, you can store for longer. And vegan mayonnaise, you can store for up to 7 days. Substitute of honey for vegans. When maple syrup is not available, you can use desi khand or jaggery or date syrup. That can be used. What is the alternative of apple cider vinegar? Normal white vinegar is an alternative. Apple cider vinegar is an excellent digestive aid, helps break down of the fiber. So people who find salads difficult to digest, they can definitely use a dressing of apple cider vinegar with oil. It helps them digest that salad much better. So apple cider vinegar is a good option, but if you don't get it, you can use white vinegar or lemon. Which type of salads can we put these dressings? You can use with any salad. You can use it for plain tomato, cucumber, onion. You can use for lettuce. You can use for as a marinade. Also, you can put it on burgers. You can put it on bread. You can put it on roti. You can use as a dip with your crackers, with your vegetables. So options are unlimited. Even you can roast some potatoes or boil potatoes, chop it up and use it on the dressing, or for egg or for paneer, anything. Uh, can one have warm salads, especially in the winters? Yes, I definitely do eat a lot of warm salads. So, what you can do is you can either roast your vegetables like beetroot, pumpkin, sweet potatoes, zucchini, colored peppers. You can roast them or you can stir fry them and then pour these dressings. So, you can use it that way. And like I said, the last one, the orange vinaigrette, tastes great on boiled or roasted beetroot. You can add some paneer to it, some sauteed paneer to it, some nuts to it. That also is a great addition. How much quantity? 2 tablespoons per serving. um, can you give some suggestions of all the veggies and fruits we can add? The typical fruits you can add in salad is pomegranate, oranges, pears, apples, um, strawberries. So these are typical fruits that go in salads, and the vegetables are cucumbers, tomatoes, onions, colored peppers, boiled corn, and beetroot, boiled beetroot, plus all the different types of lettuces, carrots. These are all the salads you can use. Can we have a PDF? I'm extremely sorry, no PDF. So it's good if you can take notes. Alternative for hunkered can be soaked and ground cashews, nut butters, tofu, and or paneer. Vegan option was a great surprise. Yeah, and it does taste great. So do try it and do let us know how did you like it. What is a good time to have salad? Is it after food or before food? If you're eating only salad, so salad basically, if you're eating only vegetables, then vegetables are great sources of fiber in our diet, low calorie alternative, plus you get the micronutrients, that is the vitamins and the minerals. So if you are eating only the vegetables, then it is great to have it before meal, so that the fiber is going to fill you up and then you eat the meal afterwards, which can be lesser quantity. So it helps in weight loss. So typically for weight loss, it is great to have the salad before your meals, right? And then have a little bit of your normal meal. But if you want to have salad as your meal, then make sure that you add all the components that I told you about. You would include your vegetables, you would include your good fats, you would include your protein. You can mix it up all together, and your salad becomes a meal by itself, right? So you can eat it as that as well. But only vegetables, then I wouldn't advise that as an only meal. How to make no onion, no garlic veg salad. Most of these salads that I showed, only in one I had added onion and one I had added garlic. So you can easily omit those. Herbs and spices, lemon. These are things which can add zing to your salads, right? So if you want to make your salad interesting, always add some acid component to it and add in some spices and try to pair the right ingredients, because if you pair it wrongly, your salad can become really a terror to eat. You will not be able to. So very some known combinations are greens go well with curd or lemon. Then ginger goes well with orange, right? Then in certain cases, typically a carrier can take flavors very easily. If you want an Indian style one, you can add some cumin powder. You can add some chili powder or chopped green chilies. That also will give a nice flavor. You can add substitute normal salt with chaat masala or black salt. Even that will give a very nice flavor. In fact, in winters, you can make a nice warm corn and pepper salad. So you can just take heat oil you and to very high, and then add in some colored peppers and corn, saute it, and then you make a dressing of lemon juice, olive oil, some chaat masala, some cumin powder, and you can add some black salt to it, mix it up together, chili powder, and you can add it. That is a great salad and tastes very good. Thank you, Saraswati. You loved the session. My next session is on Tuesday, and another cooking session is next Thursday. Can we use normal oil instead of olive oil? Normal vegetable oil does not have many benefits that you're looking for. So you typically use the normal vegetable oils for cooking. If you want to add that extra benefit of healthy fat, then you would want to use extra virgin olive oil or any other cold pressed oils. So you can use any cold pressed olive oil, sesame oil, groundnut oil, um, any other oil, and you can omit the oils completely. You can add avocado, you can add some nuts, you can add nut butter, you can add seeds. So these all are healthy fats which give more benefits than using a regular oil, which does not really give benefit, it just carries flavor, right? So you would use that only for cooking. Cashews are high in calories. Yes, they are. But since this is a dressing, right, you're going to use only 1 or 2 spoonsful. And even if cashews are high in calorie, cashews give you the good fats. Cashews give you protein, right? So definitely a better addition than the store-bought dressings, which don't even give you all this, right? So it depends on what you consider as healthy. You would be using it. Can I use all these dressings even if I have thyroid? You can't use the vegan mayo with tofu because you have thyroid, but you can substitute it with cashews and you can use any of these dressings. Absolutely okay, because all the other ingredients, even the herbs that I have used are um, coriander, mint, basil. All of these are absolutely okay to use if you have thyroid. Tofu is not good for thyroid because tofu has components called as goitrogens, which affect the thyroid hormones. So tofu is typically restricted in soil is in thyroid. But having said that, if you make this dressing and have it once a week or so in case of thyroid, it's absolutely okay. I myself have thyroid, but I definitely eat these dressings and I'm absolutely okay. It doesn't really bother me. So it's a personal opinion if you want to eat it or not. Salad ideas to match these dressings. Repeating this again, you can use it on any vegetables you have it at hand. You can use a mix of green leafy greens with cucumber, tomato, colored peppers, onions. Add in some good protein in the form of eggs or boiled chicken, or you can add in some shredded chicken breast. You can add in some boiled chana, boiled rajma. You can add in some boiled moong. You can add in boiled corn. You can add in nuts. You can add in paneer cubes. You can add in tofu, right? So add in your protein source along with the dressing and you can make the salad. Chicken salad, I think the vegan mayo is great. Green Goddess is great. Thousand Island is great. Orange ginger is great. You can use any. In fact, you can use the orange ginger on tofu as well, and chicken both taste great. Um, I think I answered this. Substitute for honey is date syrup or jaggery. You can use it. Uh, what is the right time to eat salad? Breakfast, lunch, or dinner? Breakfast typically is not a great time to eat salads. You want to eat something which is hot and warm, or fruits are typically had for breakfast, but lunch and dinner, before starting your lunch and dinner, you can eat your salad. Can the Thousand Island dressing used in coleslaw? Yes, you can. You can use that, or you can use the vegan mayo. Definitely, you can use. Great. We love Thousand Island in our house. Great. So do try this. And just tell me if you don't have paneer, you can use tofu instead in the Thousand Island, or just use hung curd instead, and you can still make the Thousand Island dressing. Can you share link to complete step-by-step salad recipe? I think the recipes are given over here. Can we replace yogurt with hummus? Hummus is a great addition. In fact, even I love boiled chickpeas. So yes, as I mentioned when I was making the recipe, if you don't want to add paneer or hung curd, you can use boiled chickpeas instead. That is definitely a great one. And can we add the nutritional yeast? You can add nutritional yeast in any of these recipes. It will give a nice umami or a cheesy flavor. Definitely feel free to add in any of these. And like I said, if you're a vegetarian, vegan, if you are not getting your enough of your B12, it is a great addition. So you can use your nutritional yeast on your stir fries, in your cheese sauce, you can replace cheese, in your soups, you can add it in your salad. It's a great addition. Spinach can be eaten raw. Yes, spinach is one vegetable. If you have tender spinach leaves or baby spinach, you can eat it raw. But if you're having thyroid, please don't eat it raw. You would want to cook it and then eat it. Lovely dressings. Thank you very much. If you don't like tofu, trust me, in this recipe, because you are adding so many other ingredients, you will not come to know the taste of tofu. But if you don't like tofu, like I said, alternative can be cashews, and you try it with paneer as well. It wouldn't taste same like mayonnaise, but definitely that is an alternative. Okay. Okay, the base and body of a salad, the base is always leaves. It can be any of the leafy greens, and the body can be any vegetables, any fruits, any protein, which I've already discussed. Um, Okay, and thank you so much for all of those who have told they love the session. It's a pleasure. I love cooking healthy, and I love spreading healthy eating. If you really would um, try these and do give me a feedback, that would be a great achievement for me. Recipe of peanut butter, nothing, only peanuts. Just take peanuts, roast them, take off the skin, and pulse on regular intervals for about 8 to 10 minutes. Have a strong blender. That's about it to make peanut butter. The heat will remove the oil from the peanuts and you'll get a nice peanut taste. If you like, you can add in a little bit of salt, a little bit of maple syrup or honey if you want it a little extra sweet. But otherwise, you don't need anything else to make peanut butter apart from peanuts. How much quantity can we use in salad to maintain the quality? Most of these, all of these dressings that I told today are below 100 calories. So you can definitely use 2 to 3 tablespoons in a salad without feeling guilty. Can all these dressings be used on any salads? I mean, I use it on any, depending on what vegetables I have at home. I would use it. It doesn't really matter. They taste great with anything. So up to you. Base should be butter. No, base is always leaves, right? Or the dressing should be the one which has got fat. Amazing session. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Can we add seeds? Yes, seeds are great option. In fact, whenever I make salad, I love to add seeds. So typical seeds I would add is pumpkin seeds. I love melon seeds. I love pomegranate on my salads. I love walnuts. I love adding, roasting the walnuts or pine nuts and adding it in my salads. I mean, I love nuts and seeds in my salad. Any ingredient acidic in the food dressing? I'm prone to acidity. Yes. So if you're prone to acidity, orange juice will not really cause you much harm. So because it's fresh orange juice, it wouldn't. But if you want, you can replace the orange juice. You can reduce the amount of orange juice. And since you are adding honey to it also, it is going to calm your stomach. Plus the oil is also going to help digest your salad better. So all in all, even the food dressing is absolutely okay for you to use. Can you please guide to the different salads? Any blogs for good salads using all 4 types of? So most of the blogs, good blogs, would definitely use all of this. I'm not very sure, but yeah, you can try adding healthy whole meal salads or something like that. You should get some options. Couple of let me think, the ones that I typically I think one is called Love and Lemons, if I'm not mistaken, then Cookie and Kate. Minimalistic Baker. These are a couple of sites that I love. They use a lot of healthy ingredients. So these are some that you can try. Is fat needed for absorption of certain nutrients? Fat is needed for absorption of fat soluble vitamins, that is A, D, E, and K. Fat is also needed for certain antioxidant absorption, specifically vitamin A ones. So, like we know, leafy greens are major sources of these fat soluble vitamins. Leafy greens contain vitamin A, vitamin K, right, as well as E. So if you want good absorption of this and good benefits of this, you definitely need fat for them to be using it. Thank you for answering and being patient. My pleasure. Can we add seeds? Yes. Substitute of honey, already told. Nutritional yeast brand name, I think Urban Platter has got one. Mine is not from India, but yeah, Urban Platter has got nutritional yeast. So that could be one brand. Alternative for lettuce, I mean, you can skip lettuce. You can add other vegetables instead if you don't like lettuce. Okay, any salad option using sweet potato? Yes, you can roast sweet potatoes or you can boil sweet potatoes. You can add in chopped onion to it. One is the Indian way of adding some. So what you can do is add in some lemon juice, some chaat masala, jeera powder, chili powder, some coriander leaves, and little bit of oil, and you can make a sweet potato chaat. Or you can use any of these, like sweet potato goes very well with dill. So, excuse me. So you can use the green goddess dressing also for with sweet potatoes. It tastes very nice because the leafy greens will enhance the flavor of proportion sweet potato. What is the right proportion of 4 parts in the salad? It's in the order of how I told. The base is the most, then comes the body, then comes the dressing, and last comes the garnish. So it's in that same order. Just continue with that order. Okay. Broccoli will be okay. Yeah, broccoli tastes great in salad. So either roasted broccoli, boiled broccoli will taste great. In fact, broccoli, peppers, broccoli with chickpeas, or broccoli with sweet potato with a dressing tastes really great. And another dressing that goes with sweet potato and broccoli is tahini dressing, tahini with ginger. So you can take tahini or sesame seed paste, put some ginger, put some herbs and lemon juice and a little bit of honey and mix it up, and that tastes great. Okay, I'll take up one or two more questions. I think cashews are high in calories against tofu. You can use boiled chickpeas instead. If you feel cashews are high in calorie or you don't want tofu, you can use boiled chickpeas. You can use paneer instead. Which brand of apple cider vinegar is good? Whenever you buy apple cider vinegar, it has to be opaque. It doesn't have to be transparent, and there should be word with mother in it. That means it has got the beneficial effects. So just look for the word with mother. That is a great brand. That would be great. So there is Bragg's, there is Healthy Tree, there is lot of ones, but definitely look for with mother, and it has to be very opaque, not transparent. Can tofu be replaced with paneer? Yes. Indian alternative for lettuce. Lettuce, I think, is available in India also quite a lot, but you can use cabbage, you can use spinach, and you can use other herbs which are very commonly available. Can we use the dry yeast in vegan? No, dry yeast is totally different. Please do not use it raw, because dry yeast is used. It has got active culture of yeast in it, which is used to make breads. Nutritional yeast, the yeast is skilled in the manufacturing, and it's a different type of yeast, the way it's manufactured. So definitely these two are very different components. You can omit the nutritional yeast, but don't use dry yeast. Can we use yogurt with hummus or chickpeas? Yes, you can. You can add Bragg's apple cider. Yes, Bragg's is one of the best brand. American Garden has got the one without mother. So please don't get confused with that. Leafy base from Indian market point of view, I think in India we get so many lettuces now. So that is a great. And if you don't, you can use cabbage, you can use cucumbers, you can use capsicum. All of these are also giving you the same amount of fiber. Good brand for olive oil. Personally, the one that I like, there are very few brands in India which you get in dark glass bottles. So the ones that I use, one is the Borges another one is with Karma. So there are 2 or 3 brands which I get which satisfy my criteria. So I stick to these. Okay. How to make the base with chickpeas? Just boil chickpeas till they are soft and grind it, and that becomes okay. The base, if you're using it for salad, just boil chickpeas and you can use it. But instead of tofu, you can boil it till soft and you can grind it and use. Okay, pineapple too. Yes, pineapple is acidic also. So yes, and thank you again to those of you who love this. Can we mix veggies and fruits as salad? That's a great question. You can use only certain fruits which are high in fiber, which you can mix it in salads, which is not going to cause you any digestive issues. So these can be apple, pomegranate, pears, or citrus fruits like oranges or strawberries, but you definitely are not going to add any fruits such as melons or chikus or bananas or those which I'm going to mix it, because that can interfere with the digestion and that may not be very good on your stomach. So there are only a couple of fruits that you can add. Can we eat salad in dinner as an option? Yes, you can, if you're adding in good protein, good fat to it. Okay. Okay, many of you are asking for the recipe which is added. Okay, I guess I've taken a lot of questions, and definitely if those of you who are really wanting some recordings and all, I guess we can't do much about it. You can check out with the customer support if you want any further help, and do join me again next week for another session on healthy cooking on Thursday. And do join for other studio sessions. We are offering free studio sessions for January, so would love that you take part in many sessions. We have dance, we have yoga, we have fitness sessions, we have nutrition sessions. So would love you to take part in these sessions, get as much information as you can. And I'm looking forward to host another session next week with all of you. So take care and hope you like the session. Hope you make these dressings, and I would love to hear some feedback from anyone who has tried these recipes and who would like to give a feedback, who has tried the recipes and who's really happy. So anyone out there who has tried these and who are happy, who are following these recipes, would really love to hear that. And any other, so I also got a feedback that many of you are making some healthy dishes yourself, following it, are good healthy cooks. Would definitely keep that in mind, and would love that you guys share your own recipes as well with us, with our viewers, so all of us can benefit from that. Thank you very much.